Hello. Today we're going to paint this wood house thing for the fruit shells to sit on. So I wanted to use this little house for a scene for our fruit shell creatures to sit on. So we have an orange, a lemon, a watermelon, and a strawberry. So first let's paint the background. We need a sky background. So we'll mix up some light blue and paint the sky. We need some more. It's okay if it's not all the same exact color, because it's the sky. But I should have painted the other direction so that it would look more like a sky. But that's okay. I tried to get inside the little butterfly cutout. And under the roof. And then let's take off the sticker. I got this at the dollar store. Okay, let's make some more blue and paint the back. We need to leave a space at the bottom for the dirt, for the ground area where the watermelons and strawberries are. And then the lemons and oranges will be on trees on either side of it. Don't forget all the little edges. Now let's mix up some brownish for the ground. And we can paint the bottom part. At first I wanted to make something to like fill the bottom part and make it look like dirt. But then I used this to hold the Halloween prompts. So I think we should leave it open. And then whenever we do another randomized project, we can use this, and now it's decorated. I didn't cover it with white paint first because I kind of wanted to see how the wood would come through. And since it's an outside scene, it's okay if it looks more natural or has streaks. But it was kind of hard to paint the inside part. But it's already brown, so it's okay. We need a little bit more. And we can paint the back and the bottom. Okay, now it's time for the trees. So let's make a little bit of a darker brown and paint 2 big trees on the sides. With some branches coming into the middle part. I got a little confused with how the branches would come over the roof part. Physics is hard. But it kind of looks like a tree. So now we can do that on the other side too. Don't forget the back. And then with the darker brown, we can make some little piles of dirt. Kind of make it like a dirt texture. And then add some white, make it a little bit lighter and kind of blend it. Blotting and blending. Yeah, it kind of looks like dirt. Now we need some orange for our oranges. And a very small brush, and we can paint some little circles for our oranges on one of the trees. And then some yellow, and paint some little yellow lemons on the other tree. We could have made them a little bit bigger, but it works. We'll just put some little circles all the way around the trees. And then we need the watermelons and strawberries. Let's try these markers. So let's get this dark green and make some little watermelon shapes on the ground under the lemon tree. Little ovals. And some vines going in between them. And around the back too. And in the inside part, we can draw some little grass blades on both sides. And then let's use a lighter green marker and draw the lines, the veins on the watermelons. And then we need some little red strawberries with this red marker. They're a little smaller and a little more triangular than the watermelons. Little strawberries. And then with the green marker, we can draw some little leaves on the strawberries and some more blades of grasses. And then we can use our tiny black markers and draw the strawberry seeds on each tiny strawberry. Little tiny seeds. Then let's add a few leaves on the oranges and the lemons. Just a little bit of green in the trees too. And then let's glue our ferns on. I didn't want to put them on the roof part because I thought they might fall off. So I tried just sticking them to the front part. I thought they would probably fall off, but I wanted to try. But it actually held really well. We just dip it into the Mod Podge and then stick it on. And then the watermelon and strawberry ones can sit on this like little fence part in the dirt. I should have drawn a fence, but that would be hard. Hooray! It's alright, it's decorated now. And then I thought I was done because I forgot about these extra shells that we painted, remember? So we have one for each fruit. So let's use the markers and we can paint the watermelon first. We can use this dark green finicky marker and paint the whole shell dark green. Well, just the back. We don't need to paint the inside this time. We try to get in between all the little ridges and around the front part. And then let's use the lighter green to draw the stripes. And we'll just make it go around the shell where it has stripes. And then this little one can be the strawberry. So we'll cover it all red. they're so small. Okay, then the orange one, let's try this marker. That's the neon one. Okay, let's do this one. That looks like a better orange color. And then the yellow one. Let's try this yellow. Yeah, that's better. Well, that's kind of an orangey yellow. Let's try this one again. Maybe it'll work better now that it has paint on it. Well, okay. Let's go over the strawberry again. And make sure we get all the edges. And then let's get our tiny black markers and draw the tiny seeds on our tiny strawberry. And let's dot some of the darker yellow on the lemon so it has a bit of texture. Kind of. And then the same one for the orange. And then let's draw some little leaves on top of the strawberry. Then we have to glue them all on. So the orange and the lemon can sit on the roof and cover up this monstrosity of branches. And then the lemon on this side, it should stick. We'll add some extra Mod Podge. And then the strawberry one can go down here at the bottom. And the watermelon right there in the empty spot. And then I decided to just go ahead and cover the whole thing with Mod Podge to make it shinier and protect it a little bit. And make sure that all the shells stick. But it's okay if we don't get inside all the little crevices. I need a better glue application brush. But that's okay, this one works for now. Don't forget under the roof part and put a little bit more around these ones that are just kind of hanging. Make sure they don't fall off, because we will be using this again in the future. And there it is, our home for our fruit shell creatures. Orange bunny, lemon owl, watermelon cat, and strawberry sloth. Hooray! Thanks for watching. Have a happy day.